Hey guys, this is Retro Gyms. We started this YouTube channel to showcase our vintage toys, and today we're showing you our vintage G.I. Joe Dreadnought collection. So we wanted to start out with Zartan because of course he's the leader of the dreadnoks. He was released in 1984, boxed with a vehicle called the Swamp Skier or Chameleon. So we got a few different figures here showing, because he actually came with heat sensory pads in his chest piece and his leg pads. This figure right here, these are original leg pads without the heat sensory pads.
Yeah, you can't really tell that much of a difference between the two.
It's just darker in the little clear section.
I mean, you can pretty much tell a pretty good difference, actually.
And this figure, this does have repro leg pads.
Yeah, these ones do have some 3D printed on here, but this is what the chest looks like without the heat sensory sticker.
And this is with both. Alright, so let's talk about the accessories. Comes with this little backpack. I think it's supposed to be like metal or something.
It's supposed
Opens.
to, I don't know, always reminds me of kind of like a hitman's backpack or like briefcase or something.
Yeah.
Because all the like molded details on the inside with the guns and everything.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite parts about this
actually,
figure.
wait, is it supposed to be a makeup bag?
Yeah, actually I think it is. Has a
I'm thinking about
in it.
Destro's backpack, aren't I?
Yeah.
He's got all the guns, little sniper rifle and everything put in his.
So I think this, if you look at the details closely, it has like a paintbrush, a little mirror or something. But anyways, this is his mask that goes on him. Here, let me
I always
put it
thought
on.
that little light brown beard always looks cooler. We actually should we grab the other dark brown beard that we got? It's like a 90s release, but it's the one I've always had with my figure, and I always just throw it in with them.
Alright, so here is the mask on the figure. Kind of slides just right under the hood. Kind of looks good.
You want to open that up and see that brown mask? Just put it on my figure and set them next to each other. I like that one.
What is this one?
It's like the 90s re-release. It came in a 2-pack with, man, I don't even remember. But the Zartan wasn't bad. It was the same mold head. It was a little bit different body, but it got the same point across. It does have lighter skin.
But a darker facial hair color.
Yeah, it does. Man, I never realized how much this mask matches that skin color on him, huh?
Yeah, it goes pretty good.
I don't know if I want to get into to the Indian version of Zartan, or if I want to kind of get into the heat problem that everyone has with Zorana, Xandar, and Zartan.
Yep.
I feel like we should get into that.
Let me pull out Xandar. Put Zartan
I'll grab Zorana
aside real quick. So here's Xandar and Zorana. Previous figures, brother and sister. Zartan's brother and sister. So they all kind of have the same mechanism. Here, let me take this chest piece off to kind of show it better. If you can even tell. So the mechanism kind of works as, I don't know what type of plastic this is, but they made it to
it's like heat tempered water.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, like the little race cars that you put in water and they turn colors. It's like the same thing, just with sun. Or, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you put them in hot water, they'll change too.
Yeah, probably. So anyways, their skin color changes colors probably to like dark blue.
Man, how good was, I feel like it was like a lot cooler in the cartoon, how he changed colors.
Yeah.
I always did wish that the pants looked more like the cartoon, but you know the Fun School version of Zartan those pants look just like the cartoon's pants.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wonder if in the originally, the little heat changing piece inside of the chest plate would turn red.
Who knows?
Don't know.
Not us. So anyways, the skin color changes to like a kind of dark blue color if you leave it in the sun for enough.
It really depends on how used up the sun feature is on the figure.
Yeah, so we got a few figures that don't really turn that dark.
Yeah, usually
because
beater
of
figures and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Or just ones that have been used a lot, played with a lot, and put out in the sun.
All right. So Xandar, he is actually probably my favorite out of all three of these figures. I had him as a kid,
He's kind of mid though. I don't know.
him.
It's just I feel like these gray pants, and then he's got the Zorana's neck cloth around his neck. He's like a mid figure to me.
He does got that
He's cool.
those lightning bolts though.
He does got the cool little lightning bolts.
And the scars on his face comes with the
I do like his backpack though. Like an arrow launcher.
Yeah, all blue.
It's kind of, I don't know, Spirit's arrow launcher. Godlike arrow launcher, first of all.
Yeah. So
especially his backpack.
This figure is an 86 year released. So 2 years after Zartan was released.
What year was the movie released?
87.
That's good. They came out with him right before
So
the movie.
I think Zorana is also 86. Came out with Xandar, not like together or anything, but
Zorana's a good figure. I like her gun. I feel like she's like kind of an upgrade from Buzzer.
Yeah,
Buzzer's chainsaw gun's cool, but I like that little saw.
Yeah, I like this. I like this gun better than Buzzer's gun too.
Really? Better?
I kind of do.
I don't know.
Her backpack kind of confused me. I don't really know what it is.
I don't know if what's upside down.
You know what it looks like? A little peg at the top.
It kind of looks like a little gas bomb.
It looks like Boba Fett's backpack.
Yeah, kind of. But what if that's supposed to go downwards? I think it's supposed to go downwards. Did I put that on there? You can kind of tell because how the backpacks are slotted. Like, you know, it's got the little upright triangle.
I don't know. What do you think?
Nah, that looks stupid. No, that looks cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way.
I wish we had that other variant. I wish we had that other variant of Zorana.
With the hair?
Yeah, I like this variant of Zorana. It's the one that most common, I feel like, I'm most familiar with, but I would like to have the other version. Oh, the thing about the heat. The misconception.
Oh, yeah. So what's the misconception?
Everyone thinks that these figures are all glued together somehow in the manufacturing process. And I'm sure a lot of people have already figured out it's since these three specific figures have this color changing mechanism inside of them, whenever you set them out in the sun, the plastic melts and welds together on the inside.
At least a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, I have Zartans that come apart perfectly. And they're the ones that have the best, they turn the bluest because they weren't put out in the blue. They weren't set out in hot conditions and everything.
You said they come apart?
Yeah, they just come apart. A lot of them, you know, you'll have to try to pry it open. We heard about it the other day on one of the Facebook groups that somebody's prying Xandar open and they stretched him out. And I mean, especially with these figures, I mean, Xandar, imagine ruining a Zartan. Imagine ruining your complete Zartan. That'd be a terrible.
It's like loss of $20. Throwing away
$20, dude.
A loose?
No, not loose. Complete, an original.
150.
Dude, I don't know these prices now, but they're wilding right now.
All right, so that is, I don't know their last name.
Who's Xandar's?
Just the brothers and sisters. Yeah.
I don't think they got a last name. Lewandowski.
I don't know who that is.
It's a made up.
All right, well, that's Zartan.
Well,
Zorana,
should we go into kind of we do have a couple Russian and Indian fun school figures to kind of go over.
You want to do that now?
Yeah, we might as well grab the Zartan over there.
We do comparisons also.
Wait, maybe we should do the original 3 dreadnoks before we start doing some of the fun school ones. Right. But let's at least do Zartan real quick.
All right. So this is, what is it, Russian or Indian?
I'm pretty sure that one's Indian.
All right, so Indian, fun school, Zartan.
Yeah, I like these pants a lot.
Did he not come with a sword with his backpack?
No, he just came with Budo's backpack for some reason.
That's pretty funny. He does get that gold dagger on his boot.
One thing is, I opened this up off card a year and a half ago or so.
Yeah.
And man, I was kind of let down whenever I opened him up. He had all this frosting all over his legs, which is not that bad. I mean, I think I paid like $60 for him on card, which I felt like was a pretty good deal.
He's gone up in price since then.
Yeah, I think he's like 150 or like 90 or something. He's not a crazy rare figure, but if you're a big fan of dreadnoks like I am, I mean, I know you're not that into dreadnoks, Ryan, but
I like dreadnoks.
yeah, I know, but you've always liked Joe's more. I mean,
Yeah.
82 or 83 is your thing, and that's probably going to be an upcoming video after this, the whole collection of them and
Definitely.
some of their vehicles and stuff like that. We don't have all of the vehicles and all the file cards to all these figures, but some of the file cards we do have.
Our collection's decent.
Yeah,
it's above average, probably.
Well, it's definitely above average. It's just not like crazy like some of these YouTube guys that, you know, got whole rooms full. We like to keep our stuff put together in boxes and stuff, which...
Yeah. I keep all my figures in plastic bags.
I'm not into the bags. I keep all my figures in like a tackle box.
At least they're divided.
Yeah,
the important
the important ones are divided. We gotta kind of do a collection video soon though. Like not soon, but... So back to the Zartan, we did forget to show some of these file cards with these figures over here, and we will show them at the end again. But we do have the fullback card for this figure because I did recently open them, and there's not every single figure has a file card over here and everything. Like, I mean, Zanzibar, Road Pig, Thrasher, and actually
Monkey
there's
Wrench doesn't
Arana.
have one.
I didn't say Monkey Wrench?
No, I don't think so.
No, Monkey Wrench, we don't have one for him, but the card art on this Zartan file card, actually, I feel like might be the misconception of why people think that this is a hood. In the Sunbow cartoon, I mean, it was most definitely clearly hair. I feel like this card art from India was really where it all started with people thinking that it was just the hood. I mean, the hood looks cool. This is a cool card art. It's most definitely different from the American release. Which, do we got the Zartan's file card over here?
Yes. Not the fullback, but...
Well, there was no fullback. Unless if we had
yeah.
the Chinese one.
Yeah.
I would like to get a Chinese one. Here's the original file card for... He's an 84 figure, isn't he?
Yes.
84 Zartan. And this is... I think
this
this is the schizophrenic one. There are two different variants.
That's the more common one that we got.
Is the schizophrenic one common?
I think it is, because we have two schizophrenic.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that schizophrenic one's is a little bit less common. But either way, we don't have the other one. But the whole story behind the whole schizophrenic file card thing is a couple families or something started trying to sue Hasbro and tell them that it was kind of rude that they're putting... or associating a schizophrenic disease with a domestic terrorism, really. I mean, that's kind of wild.
It's kind of crazy. All right, so back to the actual Fun School figure. Does this chest piece come off?
Yeah.
All right, so the chest piece comes off.
I like that it's all black.
Yeah. So unlike the original figure, it is solid black.
He doesn't change color at all either. He's a real pale color next to the original Zartan right here. And you could tell the differences in the pants and everything. And even the silver on the laces of the boots, which I don't know. I mean, you can tell that this figure is a little bit cheaper made and the plastic's a little bit more brittle. Man. How about the face on this Zartan underneath? Oh, actually, this mask is a hard plastic mask with an even darker beard than that 90s release. It's black.
Facial hair is black.
And this must be the same plastic as they poured for the Budo backpack because they're like almost the same color compared to the red on the original and the pants.
Yeah.
You want to take off the mask?
Yep.
The whole hood on the original comes off. I don't know if maybe the glue wore off whenever I opened them, or just pull off the whole hood.
All right, here he goes.
The Zartan's face on this one.
Prepare to be spooked.
Man. Oh, those bright yellow eyes and just that bald head right there. Man,
got like a
put his
slit in the
chest back
back.
on because he looks psychotic. I don't want to look at that for that much longer.
Here, I'm gonna put the chest.
I always thought maybe putting one of these original chest pieces on him would look cool, or even to put the black ones on an original would look cool. But nothing really beats the original Zartan right there.
Yeah, that's true.
They're both classic figures, kind of. This one, I think this Fun School figure might have been released in the 2001 on the card. It says 2001 right here. Fun School India,
which is like a 17-year jump from the original one.
Wow, the Indian file card's actually in English. I never really realized.
Is it?
Yeah. And it says it says the first part of the original file card that he was like a European military academy training, and nobody really knows his exact origins. It's pretty good. I mean, and especially I always liked this red gun that he came with. The original weapons pack one was like a Christmas green to me, and then of course the original is a black gun.
Yes, the original right here.
I feel like it really does kind of show that this is like a laser pistol, you know?
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about the leg pads. The leg pads are also solid black.
Yeah, like these leg
I don't
pads,
think
they're the same mold.
Yeah,
but on the original, you don't usually see the rivets unless if you're looking up close on these. But they do kind of have like a little shell pattern, and the black on this one you can really tell how they look right there. So should we get into the original 3 dreadnoks, or should we just let's look at the dreadnoks, the original set right there.
Torch up first.
I'm gonna pull them all up forward. So we got Torch, Ripper, and Buzzer. All 3 of them. I mean, the Blue Jeans Brigade, right?
Yep.
Can't really be a dreadnok if you don't got a pair of blue jeans on.
We happen to have all 3 of these figures file cards.
Yeah, we do have all 3. I recently just now got the final one, which was Rippers. We got it the other day over the weekend. We were up at a toy shop and did some trade-ins and kind of just $25. I mean, I remember when he was going for like $15 complete. You remember that?
Yeah.
And 25 isn't terrible, but I mean, it's not something that everyone wants to pay constantly. But this is actually pretty good. I mean, the cut's pretty good other than that little snag right up there, and that little blue spot right there. But you could read everything, and it's not terribly scratched up or anything.
This one's cut a little bit short.
I like, but Torch is my favorite dreadnok probably. But I like Buzzard's card art right there.
I like how it says DM, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, the dreadnoks are all mercenaries. And I'm feeling like maybe we should pull up some of these other mercenaries like Crocmaster and Big Bo. Big Bo's not really a mercenary.
Nah, he's kind of like contracted, I think.
He's a robot. Training robot, right?
I don't think he's a robot. I think it's just a mask.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I seen something about, in the comic book or something somewhere that he was a robot training instructor.
I don't know. I'm not into the comics.
Yeah, I haven't got too into the comics yet. I watched a couple videos and little lores and everything, but...
Alright, so here's Torch. Owns up to his name by having, I think, a flamethrower.
It's probably a blowtorch.
Yeah, blowtorch.
Blowtorch kind of sucks.
Gas tank on
a propane tank, probably.
Propane tank, yeah. This cord actually plugs into the little hole right there.
I can never get it in. I always kind of just tuck it right in there. Oh, there it goes.
What's bending though?
That don't matter. This is actually my original Torch since I was probably like 7 or 8. I think he's in pretty good condition. I mean, you could tell on this little skull right here, he's got some dings on him, but
that's one of the reasons I like Torch.
As long as his that little skull and that bandana.
I like that necklace.
That was godlike for the 80s. Huh? He had this little sexy little, this little vest on it. I don't know, especially since the dreadnoks are like Mad Max.
Yeah.
They're all like real wild, drinking, partying dudes, and it's just like wreaking havoc. I mean,
This dude, Torch, also has a literal visor.
Yeah, Torches don't even got sunglasses on. He just got
the retro 80s
some
look.
80s visor on.
Yeah. All right, so Buzzer next.
Buzzer might have been the best in the cartoon.
Buzzer had the most high-pitched voice.
He talked real wild. Is he New Zealand?
He might here. Check
I know on the file cards they say they're New Zealand or not.
He is not. It's none of them are New Zealand.
One thing about the dreadnoks that I do remember learning about and like kind of looking into, Zartan was like traveling around the world looking for like wild people that were misfits in towns and cities and
collect them for the group
that were kicked out. They were
Yeah.
He found Torch and Ripper and Buzzer all scattered around the I think around England and stuff like that, New Zealand, places like that. I'm pretty sure Buzzer.
They're all from different places. Here it says on the file card, Ripper is from Grim Cape, Tasmania.
Where's
Buzzer.
that? Tasmania?
Tasmanian Devil.
That's a wild place.
And then, so for Buzzer, he's from Cambridge, England.
Oh yeah, I knew he was from England.
Yeah. Torch is from Botany Bay, New South Wales, Australia. He's Australian.
Man, they all got like the same voice in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Well, Torch's gotta be the best dreadnought to me personally. I think he's one of the coolest. I mean, the pants. He's got that real cool little knife on his leg too. It's like a trench knife with these spikes. It's not even like, I mean, it's not too much like a trench knife, I guess, but you punch somebody while holding that knife, spikes on it. He does. He's kind of lacking in these boots compared to some of the other dreadnoks. Like, I think Ripper's got the best boots on.
I don't know if I like his boots.
Ripper's boots? He's like an actual biker.
I don't know if I like Torch's boots.
No, I don't like Torch's boots.
Got like the ridges on the back.
You know, one thing we could do as a custom or something, take off the lower half of Ripper's legs, one of our Rippers, and put him on one of our Torches. But they would, it would just look too weird because we've always, they're all the same blue, I think. Man, this Ripper that we got the other day is in, I feel like, matte condition. That little gold, I've never even seen a Ripper with like good gold on his armband.
Or
the brass knuckles. I've never even seen those colored in other than on this Fun School one that we have over here.
I like the blue jeans.
Ripper's your favorite dreadnought, isn't he?
Ripper is definitely my favorite.
Is this a bullet? Are these bullets on his necklace? Or he also has a real good trench knife on his chest.
It looks like bullets or teeth.
Ripper's got the best gun. He's got a modified G.I. Joe blaster, actually. Yeah. It's the same gun that Snow Job uses. It's got an extended clip, a big knife on it, and a nice little sight. And I mean, Duke was supposed to come with this gun. It's on his card art. It's a special military gun.
I don't know where that.
I don't know why he came with Stalker's gun. Yeah. It's cool, I guess. I mean, I would like my Duke.
Save money.
I'll keep a little submachine gun with my Duke, but I'll also always throw one of these rifles in with them.
I like using pistols with Duke. Duke looks great with pistol.
I guess.
It's a little 1911.
But this is a dreadnought review, so I mean.
Let's not get too.
Let's not get too wild with it.
So Buzzer just comes. What is that? A fuel tank?
Yeah, I mean,
for a backpack. That don't really make sense, does it?
Yeah. Oh, because it's just a chainsaw gun. No, for motorcycles.
Dang. I mean,
They are always on the motorcycles.
They're like an MC.
I love Ripper's head. He's got like his head's
He's got the faux hawk.
He's got a faux hawk. He's got a real fat head.
Fattest dreadnought head for sure.
Ripper's pretty. He's pretty number one. No, number one's of course Torch for me, but Ripper's like he's fighting with Torch to take
Childhood
off.
favorite.
Yeah, I remember Buzzer used to be your favorite.
What? No.
Dude, you always had a Buzzer.
Ripper's probably always my favorite. I actually originally got Ripper with the wrong legs.
Oh, yeah. Whose legs did he have?
I think it's like a 90, 91 figure. He had blonde hair. I can't remember. But I'm glad that I eventually found out that he came with blue jeans.
He looks way better with these jeans on.
His other legs had like spiky knee pads. I don't know. Just couldn't do it.
So these figures, Ripper and Buzzer, they do have a couple Russian variants. I wish we had some of the more rare ones. Like I'm sure you guys have seen, or I'm sure any G.I. Joe fantasy that's into these foreign figures have seen the Buzzer with the red shirt and the brown hair. That figure's got like that's like a whole different Dreadnok at that point.
That kind of sounds like Zangief from Street Fighter.
Zangief has black hair from Street Fighter, and he has Nagahide's chest.
Yeah, that's true.
But a red Nagahide
But he
chest
does wear
would look
red.
actually pretty cool.
He does wear red.
And we are about to get into Nagahide and a couple of these other miscellaneous God.
Edit
But
that out. We're gonna edit that out.
no, we're not. But
So, a question I had to ask: why does he come with a drill, or like whatever jackhammer?
I hope that's a jackhammer, kind of. I mean, on the 25th anniversary one, those prongs opened up.
Yeah, it pries open.
Oh, I wonder if it's
remember
for
him
vaults.
using it on the cartoon, right?
Like you shove that in a door and it opens up a vault door or something. I feel like I seen him use it on the episode of the bank robbery one. You remember?
Yeah, but it has a hose connected to the backpack, and it's like a motor on the.
It's probably
His backpack's kind of like a motor, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a little generator or something like that.
Yeah.
Man, they were real ahead of their time with some of these molds on all these figures, especially these little accessories and everything. The first foreign figure we got right here at the moment is Buzzer. Let's get some of these other Dreadnoks off to the side for a minute. You want to put Buzzer up here next to him?
Yeah, we can do Buzz and Ripper at the same time. So, let's see. This is. I think this.
I'm pretty sure
Russian?
the Buzzer is Russian. Yeah, actually, the Buzzer might be Indian.
All right, so we got
Man, that's like a wild difference.
Either Russian or Indian Fun School Buzzer right here. You can kind of tell because he has darker blue pants. He has
That light
sort
green
of
grenade.
Yeah, it's sort of like a lighter torso.
Man, that
And
almost
definitely
looks like
like
skin tone.
Light,
That yellow on his head.
bright yellow hair. Yep. He also has lighter color accessories. Same accessories, same
Yeah,
mold
they
and
are the
everything.
same accessories.
Little buzzsaw gun with what? I don't even know what this is.
That it is on like a hook thing.
Melee weapon of some sort.
It's a swinging hook. I'm assuming. Is this one hard plat? Oh, this one's like really gummy. Yeah, with some of these Fun School figures, they are
Definitely lower quality
Yeah, but
plastic.
these colors and the is this a variation or is it just kind of a different figure almost?
I mean, same mold.
It is.
Different
I would
plastics,
say that this is a variation of the original Buzzer.
Yeah.
These accessories, I feel like I love how. Maybe I'm just so used to seeing how the original one looks that anything else of the same figure looks cool. But you can most definitely tell the little differences. Like this one doesn't have a tattoo on him, and he has. I don't know. The silver paint looks a lot brighter to me, at least.
On the
Where's
Fun
Ripper
School,
at?
yeah.
You want to get the Rippers
so
over here too?
The Russian, I definitely think is Russian.
No, it's 100% Russian.
Ripper's Russian, I think.
We actually do have a
Yes.
Russian Ripper on card, and we have a loose example, so we'll be able to show what he looks like
So
that.
this is the on card. Probably seen that in the back earlier.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty similar to the original card back, right? I mean,
Yeah, probably the same. Just a little bit.
here's off card. You can tell it's like a bronzy color on that arm right there. It's not as gold as the American release one is, and especially these greens. The original green tank top was a camo-ish color of dark green and light green, and the Russian figure
Here, we got it to compare.
we have the
Oh,
file
you
card.
have it. For Ripper, we do have a file card.
Yeah, we can hold that up next to the back in a minute.
Yep.
These they used a very light blue or darker blue to do camo with this dark green, and I feel like they actually paired off pretty nicely on the tank tops, you know.
I do like the dark blue spots.
The
Ocean blue
Fun
spots.
School Ripper is really not that out of place as the Fun School Buzzer, you know? The Fun School Buzzer like sticks out like a sore thumb. I feel like
Yeah.
that bright yellow hair and everything.
Yeah.
He for sure looks different, but I mean, he don't look like as different.
Ripper's the best.
Ripper is, I feel like, one of the best. And of course, again with this figure, which makes me kind of think that it's probably a Russian figure, the Buzzer was probably a Russian figure, is the weapons are molded in the same color as the Fun School Buzzer is. So, them next to each other, they always look like a good duo, especially if you have the Fun School Zartan to throw in there with them. But it's such a letdown that they didn't make a Fun School Torch.
Yeah.
Or at least I don't know of. I mean,
what would he have?
He'd probably have really light brown hair. And
Like the darker jeans.
he would probably have dark jeans and I don't know.
Would he have a dark
He would probably have
tank top?
No, that would be psychotic.
I feel like they would change the color with the tank top.
Yeah, they might.
Or make the gray a little different.
So after these dreadnoks, we only have one more original figure with a Russian counterpart, and that's Road Pig. I mean, he's an actual road warrior, like copycat.
Yeah.
We all remember that guy from Mad Max with that crossbow. He was on the bike, and he had that little guy with him that was running around. Got killed with that boomerang.
I don't watch the Mad Max movies.
You never watched the Mad Max movies?
I don't remember them.
They're real good. You never watch them.
I like the idea of Mad Max.
So, the original Road Pig, he came with 3 accessories. I mean, maybe you could say 4 because you count this, like, chest piece that comes on and off.
Shoulder pads or whatever.
He came with this kind of, like, I don't know what you would even call this, kind of just like a material.
It's like a...
I know the 25th figure
It'd be like his little shield.
Yeah, it's like a shield, but I wonder what
shield.
they're saying it's made of. You know, I mean, he also came with a miniature crossbow. That's what I was talking about earlier, kind of like the Road Warrior weapon. Miniature crossbow, it just fits right onto his wrist.
Last accessory.
I think this might be this is a godlike accessory. I mean, it's a baseball bat shoved through a cinder block. And the detail of the baseball bat and everything, and is that little chain or is that little rope down in there? I think it's chain holding the cinder block with the baseball bat, and the bat wrap at the bottom.
Pretty decent.
Road Pig's one of my favorite dreadnoks. Of course, he's not my favorite, but he's up there.
Yeah. I like Road Pig a little bit.
Here's the Fun School example. He is a Russian figure. You can tell that he's a little bit lighter in the skin.
Actually,
but these pants are the big tell.
I just noticed, yeah. So the crotch is actually colored almost fully brown as the original. Just has one piece.
Oh yeah, the whole belt and everything is colored brown and everything. I never noticed that either until I got him standing next to you there right now.
So he does come with a black cinder block baseball bat weapon instead of the original.
Another cool thing are these little arrows on the side of both of their legs. That's probably
for the crossbow.
Yeah. He does. He comes with this really dark gray, if not black, cinder block. Of course, compared to the original, it's kind of a jump because the original is just kind of like a flat, light primer gray almost. But both of these figures, they both came with the same amount of accessories, and we do got the Russian file card for the Fun School one. Like we don't have every file card for all the Joes. We're still actively collecting, and I mean, of course, we're trying to pick up every file card that we can. Man, Road Pig looks wild.
Is this Russian? This is a Russian file card.
So it is Russian. Okay, cool.
See the little Fun School logo at the bottom left.
And we do open our Fun Schools most of the time. I mean,
they're relatively cheap.
$30, $40 at the end of the day. It's not terrible. And I mean, who doesn't like opening up a figure and messing around with them and playing with them and just Just to have them in your hands and have all the guns and everything. It's always something cool to have.
I will say, Road Pig's file card art.
Road Pig's file cards are wild. That
Showing
bicep's psychotic.
Showing off the little crossbow.
He's got that cinder block just holding it. Look at that grip he's got on the cinder block right there.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. So I know on the other Russian or the Indian one it was in English, but this one is this one is in Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad.
I think the Indian one was in English.
Yeah, it was. It shows the other figures that were released in the Russian line. There's that Ripper that we just went over. And there's a Croc-Master that we do have and we might go over. We could make a video that's all just Fun School figures, you know?
Yeah.
We have a pretty decent collection full of Fun School figures at the moment. Another figure I always associate with Road Pig is Thrasher. And we don't have Thrasher's file card, but we do have the Thunder Machine, but that's probably going to be in another video that we make pretty soon as a showcase with some of the dreadnoks and some of their vehicles. Whenever Thrasher was first shown up in the Sunbow cartoon, he was shown in the dreadnought competition with Monkey Wrench. And I feel like because Monkey Wrench just threw a bunch of grenades in a pile of dudes. Yeah. And blew a bunch of dudes up and said, well, I'm the last one standing. But then Thrasher was hiding out in the corner in the Thunder Machine and ran over Monkey Wrench.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. And he had all the Cobra.
He had all the Cobra stickers already on his vehicle. He's not even a part of Cobra or the Dreadnoks yet.
So, Thrasher, in my opinion, one of the best Dreadnoks. He does got a dull color to him.
Yeah, but the dull color does look nice.
He's got the green stripe in the hair. I do like his weapon.
You know what it is,
like
right?
a mace. Is it electric?
No, it's a lacrosse bat. It's like a lacrosse thing, and that's like a little bomb or a mace ball that he just throws at people.
Spikes on it.
But man, that handle, the width of that handle, trying to pop that into the thumb.
That's a serious threat to the thumbs.
I've probably broke 2 thumbs doing that.
We definitely have some Thrasher arms with no thumbs.
For sure.
Couple at least.
Well, another thing is a lot of these are mostly complete, but we do have 2 figures that aren't complete. It's going to be Zanzibar and Monkey Wrench. I mean, Monkey Wrench has his gun.
Monkey Wrench is complete.
Monkey Wrench is complete, but he's got the weapons pack gun, and I don't know if I want to count that as complete. They did release a lot of weapons in a lot of these gray colors, and on the G.I. Joe and Cobra, they had the blue and the greens, the dark greens.
Personally,
I like the weapons pack guns. They're cool.
Personally, I cannot use weapons pack accessories. I just prefer the original color. The original color of Monkey Wrench's gun
is a silver.
Yeah, kind of like a gray silver.
It looks nice. It matches the other Dreadnoks guns and everything. And I mean, I wonder if they use the same silver with most of the Dreadnoks guns, because even Naugahyde has some silver weapons.
Yeah, possibly. So with Monkey Wrench, what's he got? 5 huge grenades on his chest.
5 huge grenades.
I don't really know what this gun is. I know it's like a trident type thing.
But the thing is, in the cartoon, it was a bomb gun.
Yeah, like a grenade launcher. That might be why.
And it really just looks like a huge trident to me, with kind of like a little wrap-up lasso thing on the bottom.
You know
he
what?
He does got some good jeans, though. I like his jeans with the little patchwork and everything on them.
That's what I was gonna say, with the little bandanas tied around.
A little revolver in his pocket.
A silver revolver.
It's kind of like Wild Bill's revolver.
Yeah.
But he's got white handles, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does have white handles. Monkey Wrench is also one of my favorites. He got the black gloves.
Whenever you and me were kids, but when we just like picked up a Monkey Wrench over at Vintage Stock, do you remember what we thought he was?
What?
We thought he was Torch version 2.
Oh, yeah?
Or Torch's brother.
He could pass.
He could pass with the brown hair. I mean, they look pretty similar, I feel like. Monkey Wrench is I don't know. I like it. I like his arms and everything.
The patches, though.
I did see somebody put Monkey Wrench's arms on the Dr. Mindbender, though. Because he's kind of got these medical gloves on, you know?
I mean, it's not much of a change.
It didn't look that bad to me.
The only thing Mindbender has is, like, silver. on his
Does it?
gloves. I think that's the only difference.
I think he has purple.
He
has purple wrist gauntlets.
Something like that, yeah.
And here is Zanzibar. He's kind of like a pirate dreadnought. And I mean, he's cool because he's a pirate. He's got this big old fat sledgehammer and this huge pistol. I don't even know what this is. It's supposed to probably be some sort of weird flintlock deagle.
Yeah. So I do like Zanzibar's accessories.
We are missing one. He's missing a little spear
Pistol.
that attaches onto his little swamp skier. He has a different swamp skier.
He does come with a like more. It's called skiff.
It's like a fan boat skiff.
Yep. It has missiles.
And we probably will be doing he'll probably be in a video. We could make a video showing Thrasher, the swamp skier, and his skiff.
Dreadnought vehicles.
Yeah, we can make a video full of dreadnought vehicles.
I'm trying to put this hammer in his hand.
Well, while you're grabbing him, let me just pull, Naugahyde up here because he's a late release dreadnought, just like Zanzibar, right? I mean, they're both pretty late releases.
Naugahyde is actually later than you think.
How late? 89?
I think he is a 90 figure. If not, he's 89. But
I feel like I heard 89 somewhere.
I'm almost here.
Recently.
We actually have.
Oh, we have his file card, don't we?
Do you want to tell him about the deal we got on this?
Well, they might not think it's that good of a deal.
I feel like. Oh, so it's 89.
Oh, 89? That's not that bad. At least not 99.
Yeah. Here's the fullback original American file card.
So recently, over this, probably last school year, whenever I first started working, I was able to get this fully complete. The figure, of course, in mint condition, I feel like. I mean, all of his limbs are tight. His thumbs are tight. Tattoo still there. Him and Road Pig actually have the same tattoo. Some of the Dreadnoks have this Anarchy tattoo on their arm, which I feel like is just such a nice little key detail. Does he have an Anarchy tattoo on his arm?
I feel like Road Pig does.
Naugahyde, man, never mind. Naugahyde doesn't have the Anarchy tattoo. Guess what he has?
What?
I've never seen it before. It says G.I. Joe in an X through it.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. But this Naugahyde figure is... I got him and the fullback file card for only $15 in a bidding war. I mean, it wasn't even really a war.
Him. Pretty much just snagged him last second.
But Naugahyde, man, he's got...
I feel
like his head's wild.
Bushel of accessories.
Yeah, he has a lot of accessories. He's one of those figures that came out at the end of the line, kind of, that were good, and they came with a lot of accessories.
Yeah.
He does come with this big old boar.
All new molds, too, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he reused a mold at all, of course.
He's got a bow and arrow, machete-type wrist.
Yeah, it's like I mean, the cool thing about the wrist thing is that it also has a handle.
Yeah.
He can hold it anytime with his hand.
I also do like the sniper rifle he comes with.
He's got probably the best sniper rifle because
with a bipod.
It kind of looks like the Barrett, doesn't it?
Or
what?
I don't know. It just looks like.
I feel like it looks like the. Nah, you're probably right. It don't really look that much like the Barrett.
He also has this sheathed dagger.
Man, it gets so bent though.
Yeah,
shoving
it does.
it in there.
Let me take it out. Is it unsheathed?
That's bigger than Falcon's Bowie knife, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Comes with this backpack, sort of like an arrow sheath. I forgot what those are called.
Quiver,
yeah. Arrow quiver. I like his backpack.
He's also got a nice little... He's got a lot of detail molded onto him. I feel like we didn't capture enough of some of these figures and the detail molded onto him. Like these grenades and these... This is like... That's a bird skull with teeth, alligator teeth, and then some like a bunch of dog tags on his neck. I mean, that six-pack's wild, though, on Naugahyde.
Yeah. And the biceps.
Man, he does got some fat arms. His arms are bigger than, like, Sergeant Slaughter's, I think.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is a trend with the later file cards down the years, but some of the earlier file cards for the Dreadnoks actually said the birthplace. I do not see it on there. Maybe it says it in the text. I did not read through it yet, but it does not say it on the top like it would usually.
No, it just says something. I think it just says something about him hunting endangered species in Africa.
So I think this is the yes. So this is the grape shot soda.
Yeah.
That the dreadnoks would always go visit.
They do always kind of throw in like an Easter egg into the comics and the file cards about the dreadnoks being obsessed with grape soda and donuts. Jelly donuts, isn't it?
Yeah. Or.
And I remember in one of the episodes,
something like that.
Torch, Ripper, and Buzzer started drinking some grape soda and just started wilding. They started freaking out and acting real wild and everything. But Naugahyde and Zanzibar are our last dreadnoks. And they are the last original set of dreadnoks made. We might try to get some of these newer custom ones of Zartan's daughter and stuff like that.
Actually, Zanzibar is 87.
Oh.
I think he was the
so
only
he's
year
newer than Naugahyde? What year?
He's newer than Road Pig.
Road Pig.
Road Pig was 88. I'm quite sure. Yes, Road Pig is 1988. If I'm not wrong, Zanzibar is the only dreadnought to come out in 87.
Probably.
I know Thrasher was 86. Monkey Wrench is 87, I think, actually. No, he's 86. He's earlier than I thought.
Yeah. He came out around before the movie. He was in the movie.
Yeah.
But Zanzibar and Naugahyde are the last dreadnoks of all of them. And that's probably going to conclude this video. We kind of got to maybe edit it up a little bit. It's about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And, well, we just wanted to show how we think about the dreadnoks and what we think, kind of review them a little bit, show off some of those mint figures I feel like we got for pretty good deals and go over them. And not expecting like a huge following or nothing, but I felt like it would be cool to kind of show off and document collection throughout some videos and kind of just go over how we're thinking about them at the time and everything.
And progress too.
Yeah, we'll probably post a couple little mail hauls and stuff like that. And if anybody does like the video or anything, you know, comment, talk about your G.I. Joes and everything. We do like talking about G.I. Joes, as you guys can tell. If you guys watched all the way through this long video or anything, or even watched a little bit of it.
So you guys can reach out to us.
We do have an Instagram and everything that we will be putting in the description, I'm pretty sure.
We post
mostly G.I. Joes on
vintage
there.
G.I. Joe figures.
Haven't been too active in a little while, but we're going to start getting a little bit more active now.
Yeah. New beginning.
Yeah. Okay, well, probably going to be posting maybe 1 or 2 more videos in the next week or two. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to, you know, just check in, see what else is going on with everything, and more G.I. Joe stuff. And we'll probably be posting more toy stuff. It's kind of an intro video to the YouTube and everything that we're going to be posting on here. Okay, well.
All right.
Yep.